Stock gains for Apple and Amazon lift all of big tech, right? So Apple had better than expected third quarter earnings, which was by strong sales of the iPhone. Amazon, at the time of this article, jumped close to 12%. A second quarter sales increase of 7%. That's crazy. The estimates were 119 billion. They did it 121.
Yo, do you know how much stuff they got to sell to get a 7% sales increase?
Yes.
Yes. Like a 7% sales increase for them might as well be a 70% sales increase because they already selling a bunch of stuff.
So my question to you is this though, because I saw some people say that Apple and Amazon are flourishing and they're holding up the whole market, like they're holding up the inevitable. By the money they're putting up. What are your thoughts on this, right? Because a couple years ago, everybody was like fanged out. Everybody wanted everything to do with FAANG. So, what do you think about that at this point?
I mean, I personally, I don't really care.
By the way, FAANG was what? It was Facebook.
It was Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google.
For those that don't know, that was FAANG back then. But looks like Apple and Amazon are still doing their thing in this crazy time. People are still buying iPhones. People are still buying iPhones, and people are still shopping on Amazon.
Man, the S&P is Tesla. The S&P basically is Tesla and those companies that you mentioned, right? I mean, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft they're not going to struggle. So the market overall.
Corey loved Microsoft, boy. Corey loved Microsoft. He found a way to put them in every combo.
No, because if you look at it, Microsoft went nuts this week. They went nuts this week. So I'm not putting them in there because I think they're better than those two companies.
No, that comment wasn't about just this conversation. It's just in general.
It's about in general. So what I would say is this: I don't think the big boys are going to because nobody's not getting on Amazon. Nobody is going to stop buying Apple products. I don't care if the economy crashes because everybody need a phone. Everybody, Apple is the name brand. They're not going nowhere.
Because here's the thing about Microsoft, right? So looking at Microsoft's earnings real fast, they missed their earnings.
They did. But their forward guidance was nuts.
Yeah, so that's what it was. So they went up a little bit. They went up. But that's the thing. It still wasn't like Amazon. Amazon jumped like double digits.
They destroyed their jump.
Yeah. So
they destroyed it in forward guidance. Like my thing is this, man. Amazon is 40% of the market, the world market, on the internet.
So here's Microsoft.
And they also have AWS.
Here's Microsoft, $223 per share versus $229, which was expected. The revenue was $51.87 billion. What was expected is $52.44. So it definitely didn't hit. But their forward guidance, like you said, these are in the B's, which is crazy to see that a company can make this kind of money in a quarter, but billions of dollars every quarter. But stock still went up 5%. Just want to add that to the conversation, but it's just interesting to see how there are a couple companies. But getting back to my real question is, do you think
they prop the market up? Yes.
Yeah, because people say they're propping the entire market up. They're holding off what's the inevitable.
Yes, they can. I think they can hold the market up because I think they're they have been holding the market up, right? Over the last 5 years, 50% of the gains have been for the top 6 or 7 companies in the market. 50% of the gains of the total market have been those 6 or 7 companies. So, but if they've been propping the market up, then they will.
So here's GC. GC said, I'd rather buy Apple and Amazon instead of SPY. I get that, right? But here's the thing. Like, the reason I like SPY is because at times when these companies don't do well. So, and that's the thing about being in the market for a short period of time, because if you've just started investing over the last 10 years, you really haven't seen the multiple cycles. The thing about having SPY versus having Apple and Amazon is when you have SPY, you have things like P&G, you have things like Coca-Cola, you have, things that will fall under the consumer discretionary. So when tech or these specific companies aren't doing too well, yeah, you're still doing well. Like, you know, so that's one of the reasons why people always talk about, like, you know, VU or SPY is, you know, you're pretty much protecting yourself on all ends.